Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're stepping inside Rome's very own concrete coliseum, the Stadio Olimpico. It's a legendary arena that's, well, just as divided as the city it serves.
You know, this quote it nails it, doesn't it? The Olimpico is so much more than just a venue. For the city of Rome, it really is a modern battleground of passion and identity.
So here's how we're going to break it down. We'll start with its legendary beginnings, then take a look inside the concrete bowl itself. We'll dive into the whole house-divided rivalry, explore why it's more than just a game for the city, and finally look at its pretty uncertain future.
Okay, let's get into it. The story of the Olimpico. It doesn't actually start with sport. It starts with power. It was born from this grand, ambitious vision to build a new Rome back in the 1930s.
You can really see its whole evolution here. It started as the Stadio dei Pressi, then reopened as the Stadio dei Centomila, which literally means the Stadium of 100,000. Talk about ambitious, right? But the real game changer, the moment it hit the world stage, was the 1960 Olympics. Then, of course, it got a massive makeover for the 1990 World Cup final. Each one of these moments just cemented its legendary status.
So now let's step inside the bowl itself. Architecturally, it is an absolute icon. But for football fans, its design has one massive, glaring flaw.
See, because it has to host two rivals who absolutely can't stand each other, the stadium itself can't really belong to either one. It's like a borrowed stage. On any given day, it's just a blank concrete canvas. It only truly comes alive when one of its tenants shows up to paint the stands either red and yellow or blue and white. And on match day, oh man, the stadium gets this total split personality. The curvas, that's the Sud for Roma, the Nord for Lazio, they're the raw emotional engines of the whole place. The Tribuna Tevere, that's where you find the tacticians, the fans analyzing every single move. And Monte Mario, well, that's the premium experience for the press and VIPs, trading that raw passion for a bit of comfort. And here it is, the Olimpico's fundamental flaw for any football fan, the running track. It's a relic, right? A holdover from its Olympic past. But what it does is create this huge gap between the fans and the pitch, and it just kind of dampens the whole atmosphere. It's a huge source of frustration for anyone who wants that intense, up-close feel of a modern stadium.
And that detached design makes what happens next even more incredible. Because on Derby Day, the Olimpico becomes a setting for one of the most hostile, intense rivalries in all of world football.
This is not just a game. It's a battle for the absolute soul of Rome. The Derby della Capitale transforms that stadium into a cauldron of pure noise and tension. It's easily one of the most anticipated and, frankly, one of the most feared matches in all of football.
And this is exactly what that division looks like. It's so much more than just colors on a shirt. It's a complete clash of symbols, of history. You've got Romo's Capitoline Wolf squaring off against Lazio's Imperial Eagle. Two totally different identities, coexisting and colliding, all within the very same walls.
But the Olimpico's story isn't only about football, not by a long shot. It really serves as a gathering place for the entire city, hosting these huge events of national and even spiritual importance.
The flexibility of this place is just remarkable. One week it can be a fortress for the Italian rugby team, the next it's hosting a world-class athletics meet. It's been a stage for papal addresses, for massive concerts. We're talking the Rolling Stones, U2. It's really not just a sports venue, it's Rome's public square. And all of this brings us to today, where the Olimpico is facing a pretty major existential question, and it's all being driven by one of its tenants planning to leave home for good.
Yeah, this isn't just some dream anymore. After a project failed a few years back, AS Roma's new plan for their own home has gotten some key approvals. For the club, this is about finally owning their own destiny. And let's be real, their own revenue streams after sharing a home for over 70 years.
€1 billion. Just let that sink in. The scale of this ambition is just staggering. This reflects their desire to create not just a stadium, but an entire entertainment district. It's a huge, huge undertaking.
Roma's new home is basically designed to fix every single flaw of the Olimpico. You've got that massive single-tier Curva Sud inspired by Dortmund's famous yellow wall. It's got solar panels, park space, the whole shebang. But the biggest feature? No running track. This whole thing is designed to create that intense, fan-focused experience from the ground up. However, building anything in Rome is a challenge, and this project is facing some serious hurdles. You've got furious locals worried about noise and traffic. You've got the huge archaeological risk. I mean, you stick a shovel in the ground in Rome, there's a good chance you'll find ancient ruins that could halt everything. Plus, they're aiming to open this in 2027. That is a very, very tight deadline.
Okay, before we finish up, for anyone out there who wants to visit and experience it for yourself, here's what you need to know.
Planning your trip is absolutely key. Getting to and into the stadium, it's all part of the ritual, and it really helps to have a little local knowledge. The walk from the metro through the historic Foro Italico complex is an experience in itself, so definitely give yourself plenty of time. Arrive early, soak it all in, and just be aware of which section your ticket is for. They are super strict about fan segregation.
So, this leaves us with a final crucial question. If Roma really does leave, what happens to this monument when half its heart just goes? Can it still be Rome's vibrant civic stage, or does it risk becoming just a beautiful, empty monument to a shared and very divided past?